got two quarterbacks looking to make an impact. It's the Browns going up against the Packers.
This place first opened way back in 1957. We are inside legendary Lambeau Field here in Green Bay. No team means more to a city than the Packers to Green Bay, and this was the scene a few moments ago as the green and gold made their way out of the historic tunnel. They're ready to go as they get set to match up with the Cleveland Browns. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. Shift together here from the D-line. Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Now a play fake here on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. And all the way down to the 35. A huge play there right off the bat. 43 yards. Rodgers now on first down. They'll set up the screen to Montgomery. A good first down call as the screen play gets them 9.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
A first carry here for Ty Montgomery. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
I think many people thought Ty Montgomery would automatically go back to being a wide receiver this year, but it appears he's going to stay at running back. I know they drafted Jamal Williams from BYU, but Montgomery proving his worth.
And he proved it, proved it last year. 5.4 yards per carry, 4th best in the league. Rodgers to throw on second down. That's complete right around the 8. And he's brought down. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets him up first and goal.
And next teammate,
and he'll take this into the end zone for a Green Bay touchdown. Ty Montgomery taking it in. And the Packers take it right down the field and score on the opening drive. Crosby on now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. In motion. On the ground, this is Isaiah Crowell. Got some room at the 30, and he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
But we know one thing, Isaiah Crowell can run if given an opportunity. Had the longest run in the NFL in 2016, an 85-yard touchdown sprint, week 2 against Baltimore.
This one not quite as long, didn't end in 6, but still a great game. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down. They'll send the tight end in motion left. On second down, Kaiser again. Flushed out right. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete. The intended target was Corey Coleman. Third down here. Charles, already trailing by a touchdown early. This offense, how imperative is it for them to get points out of this drive?
Well, they feel like they have to go ahead and match because of what was already on the board against their defense. But I think even more so, you just want to avoid 3 and outs. You want to be able to stay on the field for a little while, let your defense catch their breath a little bit, even if you don't score any points.
Colquitt on to kick as he sends it away. This will be fielded at the 17. 51 yards on the punt there. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. For the Green Bay Packers, they're coming off a 7-9 season as their offense makes their way back onto the field. But with that 7-9 season, Charles, they saw their string of 8 straight playoff appearances come to an end. It was just weird not to have Green Bay in the playoffs, right?
Yeah, you kept searching for them, didn't you? You kept looking down the list. When does Green Bay play in the playoffs? Because you're so used to it. But with the injury to Aaron Rodgers that knocked him out for so long, the offense really struggled, finished 26th in the league in total offense. In a lot of ways, remarkable they finished 7-9.
Yeah, and Brett Hundley came in, tried to do his thing. I don't think it was much of an indictment on the play of Hundley, as it made me appreciate Aaron Rodgers more.
I think we all did, and I do believe that the head coach, Mike McCarthy, was trying to fashion offense and also take care of Brett Hundley in the beginning, and that made things easier for opposing defenses.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Adams. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 55 yards. They'll run for it with Montgomery. And he pushes forward but comes up short of the goal line as he'll get a yard down to about the 1.
He's already scored once. He definitely had his eyes wide open trying to get in there a second time, but I thought that was a really nice play defensively to deny him.
Yeah, it was, as you said, keeping him away from his second first-quarter touchdown there. Offense looks to punch, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. Ty Montgomery with his second touchdown in this opening quarter. And the Packers add on to their lead. And it's good to make it 14-0. Crosby on now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll elect not to return this one, so they'll bring it out to the 25 on the touchback. Browns offensively getting ready to take the field again. If you take a step back, Charles, last 2 years for the Browns, 1-31. Worst 2-year stretch in the 98-year history of the NFL. Everybody knows that story. And the playoff drought at 14 years. Where does this franchise turn?
It's one of the great questions because I was on the record last spring that their draft looked about as professional a draft as you could have. 3 first-rounders. All of them became starters for them when you think about it. Myles Garrett at defensive end, Jabril Peppers at defensive back, and David Njoku at tight end. All of them contributed. It looked like they were making progress. They've just simply forgotten how to win as an organization, a franchise, as a team. That's the number one thing. Get a win. Get 2 wins, and maybe they can start to turn this thing around.
Back with Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. The Browns with a football to begin quarter number 2. They're facing a tough spot, 3rd and 8 here to start things out. Working out of the gun. Here's Kaiser. Eluding the pressure right. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And they will score. It's a Packer touchdown. This first half has been a nightmare for that offense. Defense just dominating them.
And when you're picking up the ball, picking up their mistakes, and taking it the other way and putting it in the end zone, that's a defense's dream. They're having that type of a game.
Everything that can go wrong has gone wrong for this offensive unit. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And a big collision there as he winds up flat on his back. CD, I want to get your thoughts on some potential free agents this offseason before we change the possession here. Now, caution, many of these guys could be re-signed, I know, but who are some of them? Kirk Cousins is one.
Yeah, we're talking about difference makers. Kirk Cousins at the quarterback position. He's going to be coveted around the league by quarterback-needy teams. Case Keenum had a big year. Could he move? But how about running backs? Le'Veon Bell, Dion Lewis, some pass catchers, Jimmy Graham, Jarvis Landry, Sammy Watkins. And about the guy who goes and gets quarterbacks, DeMarcus Lawrence had a monster year for Dallas last season.
Yeah, a lot of big names that could be out there as free agents. A first down throw for Kaiser. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Kenny Clark busting through to get him for a loss of 6. Play fake. Kaiser escaping the pressure right. Going underneath for Crowell. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Third and short yardage. Kaiser. And that is incomplete.
I tell you, Brandon, this defense is playing with some confidence. Haven't allowed a point yet. Flying to the football. I'm telling you, it's almost 11 to the ball on every snap. Another nice job there to force an incompletion.
Flex round! Flex round! Here we go! Flex round! Flex round! Let's go! Flex round! What? Ohio! Ohio! Here we go!
On fourth down, they snap it to Kaiser. Packer pressure and... he goes. So the football switching hands here in just a second. And, you know, Tom Brady, just to go off on a tangent for a second, may have lost the Super Bowl, but third MVP this past season, and what he did at age 40, really something, right, Charles?
Absolutely phenomenal. Ended up beating out Todd Gurley, the running back for the Los Angeles Rams, but he would have traded it for a Super Bowl win, don't you think? How about this? The last 9 NFL MVPs to play in the Super Bowl that same season, 0-9.
Yeah.
You go all the way back to Kurt Warner in, what, 1999, where he won the double?
We were going over that stat earlier. That is hard to believe.
But he would have been the MVP had the Patriots pulled that one out.
Yeah, he still has 5 rings, though. 5 Super Bowl titles for Brady. And that one is incomplete. He just dropped it. But they're up big on the scoreboard, so maybe he can chuckle about later. Now Rodgers on the bootleg. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
So the defense forces a 3-and-out, but they got some help along the way. They threw it on first down, and when they were unsuccessful, it became 2nd and long. Didn't get it again on another pass. Went 3rd and long, and they almost had to put it in the air. They may want to rethink some strategy going forward. Everything looked good. Good snap, good hold. Sometimes, though, the ball just doesn't want to go where you want it. And this one winds up no good.
So the long field goal misses, and now the reverse. You're in a tough spot defensively. They'll start the drive at the 43. And he will find his big tight end over the middle. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Set the valve, 57 yards. And the Browns make some inroads here on that deficit. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Gonzalez now to kick this one away. That's fielded in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been had he simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. I want to give a hat tip real quick, Charles, to J.J. Watt before the possession switches here. Walter Payton, NFL Man of the Year, and they totaled up how much he helped raise for hurricane relief, $37 million.
Incredible. Hurricane Harvey, which really hit the Houston area in a big way, and his original goal was $200,000. So congratulations to J.J. Watt and all the people who participated. And Greg Olsen of the Panthers, Benjamin Watson of the Ravens, both tight ends, also nominated and finalists for the most prestigious award as determined by the NFL, the Walter Payton Man of the Year Award.
They go play action here on first down. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, 2nd down.
And it is true. You can draft the fastest. You can draft the most athletic guys. But if they don't know the art of positioning, sometimes it's all for naught. In this case, in the right spot, they'll force the incomplete.
A battle for it, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jamar Taylor. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Before the possession switches here, I had written down that I wanted to talk about some of the awards this past season in the NFL. We know Brady was the MVP, but Todd Gurley, Offensive Player of the Year.
How about that for a bounce back? Many were questioning whether he'd had a sophomore slump the season before. Didn't even get to 1,000 yards. Was a dominant force in 2017. How about his teammate Aaron Donald on the defensive side? He took home Defensive Player of the Year award.
Yeah, very impressive. They had both sides of the ball. Sean McVay deserving, I think you would agree, of Coach of the Year.
Yeah, definitely. I mean, what he did for the Rams when they went from last in the league in scoring to leading the league in scoring and winning a division title. And how about the New Orleans Saints? Rookie of the Year, offense and defense. Alvin Kamara on offense, Marshawn Lattimore on defense.
So 1:56 to play in this first half. We're back to Lambeau following these words.
Here we go.
They go play action. Kaiser. And the Packers give him nowhere to go, and they bring him down. Now a second timeout called for by the defense. So that means they're down to one remaining here as we head toward halftime. Here's Britton Colquitt now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. This is taken at about the 14. It'll be a 51-yard punt that time. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Before the offense changes hands here, let's look back at the Super Bowl February 5th. What a game. I know you were there calling it offensively, though. Impressive on both sides.
It certainly was, and let's face it, if you're in Minnesota, it's cold outside.
Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Jason McCourty, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
13 yards to pick up there. Good for a Cleveland first.
When you run a screen pass really well, you got to like the look of it because so many parts come together to make it work well. The offensive linemen, where they're faking people out, the back slipping out there, catching the football, then all of them going together as one unit downfield. A really nice pickup.
Now it's Crowell, and he got blown up, losing yardage on the play back at the 44. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. From the gun, Kaiser. A little dump off for Crowell. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 8 yards, and that'll make it 3rd down. They hustle to the line offensively. Kaiser urging them to move faster. Now Kaiser. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. It's a pickup of 6 and good enough to move the chains. Kaiser on first down. Flush to his right, and he'll slide down to avoid the contact. Now before this 2nd down play, we'll get whistles and a timeout, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. 2nd down, Kaiser. Over the middle, complete. That's Gordon. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. The Browns passing game finding its stride. They've got another first down.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Cleveland. Josh Gordon in the final seconds of the first half. And the Browns are back within a score.
That's one of the better examples of clock management I've seen. Whittled it all the way down just about and still put the ball in the end zone.
Yeah, just a methodical drive and something really to take into the lockers here. Gonzalez now to kick this one away. Very short kick. This will be taken by one of the up men. Now trotting out there, the Packers getting ready to go. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to.
And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. And you see the clock almost empty, so this is likely the last play in the second quarter. A final shot before half for Rodgers. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken at the 3. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. Here's the Browns offense now getting set to start off this third quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he's taken down, but not before getting this across midfield and just shy of the 40. 38 yards on the scamper there.
Every team in the league always wants explosive plays, breakout plays, and even more so when it's your horse who's had a tough time during the game.
Yeah, not that great in the first half. Maybe he can recalibrate here in the third and then carry that over to the fourth.
I like that. Recalibrate. Strong.
First down, Kaiser. Being chased. Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And the return out shy of midfield to the 46-yard line.
When I see a play like that, I come back to risk-reward. I don't know about you, but is it worth it at that point, whatever you're going to pick up, to either take the hit, and in this case, lose the football?
So, should have gone down. I mean, hindsight's always 20/20, but that's the safe play.
You're exactly right. Hindsight's really never wrong, is it? Because you can analyze it, but I think ultimately you got to look at it as a first option, taking care of the ball, getting what you can, and that's it. Don't worry about it anymore.
A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
And he's going to get this one down near the 45-yard line. He can muster only a yard there, and they'll be left with a third and very short. Throwing now is Rodgers. And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Myles Garrett in there to get him his second sack now of the afternoon. They do go for it. It's Rodgers. Got a man. It's his tight end, Lance Kendricks. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. 12 yards is the pickup there. And on fourth down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. He sets up the screen to Jones. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line. A nice little screen. They get 6 on first down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any pass.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Christian Kirksey not dropping into coverage. He comes on the blitz and takes him down for a loss of 9. On third and long, it's Rodgers. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. Danny Shelton in there to drop him, and back-to-back sacks now bring up fourth and long. They converted once earlier in this drive, but they'll roll the dice here again on fourth down. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Looking deep for Adams. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. The decision to go for it pays off, and now they're set up first and goal.
And they pick up the first down on a fourth down play. I don't know if the defense relaxed because they thought maybe they'd stopped them on third down, or if they just didn't protect the sticks very well. But, boy, that's a big-time pickup right there.
And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play, stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
So now third and goal. Will the defense bring some extra pressure here? And the penetration too strong. He won't make it back to the line of scrimmage.
This is where you're probably weighing the score and the clock. Third quarter, so maybe it's a little early to start worrying about how much time is left in the game. But if you kick the field goal, you make it a 2-score game. A tough balance and a tough decision for any coach to make.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost. And that will push the lead up to double digits now at 10. So he missed a field goal earlier, but he says not this time, and he's able to knock it through to give his guys 3.
And that's all you want as a kicker, a chance to redeem yourself. You got to have a short memory if you're going to survive at this level, and he's able to get back on track.
That's fielded in the end zone. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
You like that, don't you?
All game long, They've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
And he'll go down right at the 30-yard line. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
Partner, I think from our experience together, we have learned that most offensive coordinators are going to tell you, if I'm going to run the football on first down, I've got to get at least 4 yards. They got 5 here. They've got to feel pretty good about that one.
Now, whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. On second down, here's Crowell. He lost 2 there, and it's third down.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
Back now at Lambeau. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the fourth. The Browns on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Kaiser. Flushed out right. Coleman has it here right side. And he'll get it up near the 35, right at the 34 here. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gordon, and he will have a first down here at about the 40. Give him 7 on the play, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. Kaiser now. Over the middle, the catch by Coleman. And he takes this one down all the way near the 30. He got 29 yards that time. Now a play fake here on first down. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. Mike Daniels. He's the one that got to him. He takes him down for a loss of 9. Kaiser now on second down, looking deep downfield. So the long attempt falls innocently to the ground, and it brings up 3rd.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Eluding the pressure right. And this time not quite to the 30. It'll be down at the 31-yard line. It'll be a gain of 9, and that's going to make it 4th down.
Well, it's not going to be a first down, but that's a nice job of picking up yardage on 3rd and long. Sometimes you just have to take what the defense gives you, and in this case, it wasn't enough to pick up the first down.
As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. Steps away to his left. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. It's Nick Perry with a pick, and he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Now Rodgers. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. On second down, here's Rodgers. Got a man complete. This is Richard Rodgers. And he's brought down after a good gain. Give him 30 yards there. Play action. Now it's Rodgers. Escaping the pressure right. Looking deep. That's caught inside the 20. Touchdown, Packers. Devontae Adams. 58 Cavs add 6 to their lead.
Well, it'd be real easy to say that they are firmly in control right now, but I'm looking at your face and I'm thinking I've got to be careful with that.
Well, it's a 2-score game. You're inside of 2 minutes. I think you can breathe relatively easily now.
Yeah, you can, but still, you got to stay vigilant. Can't give up anything cheap and easy. That could put you in some jeopardy.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. And he's got it. So the 2-point conversion is good, and they add on to their fourth quarter lead. Crosby on now to kick it away. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out is going to cost him about 7 yards all told as he's taken down back shy of the 20. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. That's good for a Cleveland first down, an 11-yard pickup. Now they got to get to the line quickly. On 1st and 10, Kaiser. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
Brandon, so many times we see the crossing route start as a quick hitter, but in this play, he had time in the pocket and waited for him to clear going across.
And he'll be taken down at the 46-yard line. It goes as a gain of 8, and it moves the chains.
So many times you hear today's NFL described as a space game. Get your best players into space with the football in their hands. That's why sometimes you swing it out to your runner, get him out in the flat, and let him have a chance to make people miss an open field.
5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. Here's Kaiser. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And it's knocked away and incomplete. Josh Gordon, the intended receiver. And that'll make it 3rd down. Definitely desperation time. This just looks like, hey, throw it down there, hope that your guy can make a play.
You want him to make a play, but if not, maybe you get a pass interference call. And you know in the NFL, that's a spot foul. You get all of that yardage. That would be a big play.
So they took a shot there on 3rd down, couldn't get it. Now it's 4th.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here and give up an interception, you come away with nothing.
And he's going to be taken down here. Back across midfield, 3 yards away from midfield at the 47. Clay Matthews coming in from that outside linebacker spot. He gets him down for a loss of 5. Now Rodgers lets it go for Nelson. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Jordy Nelson, 47 yards. And the Packers add on to their lead.
Well, I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because
and is how you do it. That's how you do it, man. Y'all add me, man, Mr. Mromegafly12. Follow my Snapchat. Same thing, Mr. Mromegafly12. You feel me? I'm out here, baby. Let's get it. Come on.